the boxes and stuff, but I actually wanted to go with fucking circles. I really wanted to go with circles. I went full diamonds pretty much here. What is that? Yeah, glue my back to the rod and get you free heating. Like, I'd have to just wrap them around my feet because my feet are fucking always cold. Like, I have no fucking clue where my socks are. Like, I only have a couple of pairs of socks and I have no fucking clue where the hell they are. They went through the wash and I haven't seen them since. It's been like a month. I can't find them. So it's been cold. It's just been unfortunately cold. They probably are in fucking Narnia. There's so many triangles. Oh yeah, this place has been so many fucking triangles, diamonds and shit. The only thing I really wish was I wish that I had have got the map that allowed for the center part to be perfectly equal to one line. It's the only thing I had have wished that I had have got with this map, but I didn't get that. But I don't have to worry so much about it when I build on the next map because I don't have to build things dead centered. And when I do, I can kind of like do differently kind of thing. I've got ideas. I've got like a curiosity logic about what I want to do. I'm going to do some shit that I've never done before, which is probably going to be very practical, maybe, for the game. It'd be interesting. For me, at least. I think it'd be interesting. I'm going to need so much more generalized storage. The funny thing is, like, I don't know if I'm going to get attacked more frequently at the next location. I kind of expect it. Last time I moved out of the main base area, every single time I did... Where's the thing? Every time I did deep drilling, I brought up bugs to attack me. Every time anything else happened, I got attacked. I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to do something practical. I don't think I've ever actually built anything practical. The only closest thing I've had to that was where I had a rectangle, right? So kind of like this, but much, much wider. And it was all storage. And at the bottom I had like a cooking area. And on the other side of that, I had the prisons. That was the most practical design I've ever had. But unfortunately, it still wasn't practical because it was right next to the edge of the map. So every time the prisoners had a prison break and tried to escape, if they didn't get them immediately, they just fucking left. So, again, just because I tried to do it doesn't mean I did it well. But yeah, it would be something. Mostly the main thing is I want to see if I can get everybody to survive and get there. I'll also have to see whether or not, you know, I can actually keep alive this fucking many people once I do move. Because that's going to be an effort. A lot of these people are ready to get brought in, actually. A lot of them are pretty much ready to go. I don't mind that. I'd rather get them into the group. Even if I have, like, a mass fucking intake happen, I'd rather that happen than... Thank you, that was unnecessary. Than have to deal with another potential prison break. That would be annoying. Stone. Yeah, alright. I think everybody's ready to go. There's only two or three people that don't want to join yet. And then the rest of them are pretty much there. So we've still got it on fast. Not to 13th of April, May. So we've got 2 more days until winter hits. And during winter, I'm going to have to start moving out. So the mineral scanner, that can stop. Ricey has happened. All right. Are you... Your daytime. I reckon I'm going to have a couple of people in a row, so I'm just going to wait. Yeah, there we go. A couple. Let's see. What else can I take apart? I want to take apart a couple of the rooms. I could potentially cram some of the stuff. I can't move these, but I could move that into there and just get rid of one extra room up here. What does that storage space do? Oh, yeah, it's saving. I was like, the fuck happened? It worried me. Let's see, I've got normal chairs. I've got good, normal. I do need to go back and make more bed rolls. Normal. I think you're sitting on one, mate. These are only good quality chairs. They should be better. There's a third one. Or fourth. Okay. This thing, I don't think this has been in production for a while. That can go. Sorry. Okay. Get rid of that. What else can I do? These are still making medicine. I could move them into here. That would allow me to get rid of this room. I don't know if I'm going to take this. This is just good quality. I could sell it. Let's uninstall that. Let's move some stuff. Let's get this uninstalled. I'll get rid of the lights in here. That one. Rid of them. Let's reinstall you over here. And this one too. That way I can get rid of one room. I will probably need this to slap in here, right? Yeah, I haven't used that, like, fucking drug thing for ages. Stretch. Thank you, Shadow. Full stretch. It does feel better. Thank you for that. Let's get rid of that chair. And that one's moving. Okay, that will move. Alright, as soon as this is able to go, I'll get rid of the space. This is going to pull up so much silver. Because this floor is, I'm pretty sure, mostly silver. It would be great if I could push most of that stuff in there. But I don't want to move these yet. The only thing is, when I do want to move, I want half of these to lift up and go. Which I'll do when I do that, but I won't bother with it now. Alright. They'll keep them busy for the moment. Pretty much at this point in time, I shouldn't have anybody running idle. Let's do a quick save before I start fixing up people. Now, Shu. Let's have a look at you. Normal. Normal. Bloodlust and neurotic. Nice. Underground are kind of ugly. They're all good. Are you good with advice? Depends what it is. Like, I don't really have any problem with people doing, like, some light backseating and stuff like that. Like, if I did, I'd put it up that I'm not okay with it. There's been a couple of games where I specifically said no backseating, like Diablo. If it's, like, other advice, like, if you're asking for advice and stuff like that, apparently I'm okay at giving advice. Depends what it is, though. But not unrestricted. Heart hurts a bit, or lungs. Is that just today because you ate too much earlier? Or is that in general? They were all daytimers, I'm pretty sure. There's a fox in the animal pen. What the fuck? You guys kill it, please? It is today. Then it's probably just over fullness and discomfort pressing up in your, like, chest area. Probably a bit of reflux, maybe. That's probably all that is, then. If it's happening more than just today, if it's happening more consistently, it's something you'll need to speak with your family about getting looked at. But if it's just today, it's probably because you ate too much. You're probably experiencing, like, some kind of heartburn or something like that. Depending on what you ate as well. There's a lot of different foods that can just be acidic or what do you call it? Like, upset your stomach and stuff. Wardening. Yes, ate that. Yeah. I have to take fresh air and go to bed for a bit. Yeah. Generally, sometimes, like, taking a few, like, deep breaths of air and stuff like that can help soothe it. Especially if it's really mild. If it ever gets more severe than that, then it's not going to work. But yeah, if it's just light reflux or something like that, just taking in some, like, fresh air and, like, resting and stuff like that, not doing anything particularly strenuous after eating will definitely help. Let's see, 5, 5, 5, 4. Yeah. 2. What, for taking out stress? What, for that hurt breathing? Yeah, you're asking about that the other day. It's supposed to slow down your, was it blood flow and stuff like that. So it's supposed to slow everything down, and it gives you, like, a sense of calm and stuff like that. I personally find that I just breathe in and out of either my nose or in and out of my mouth slowly, like, take long breaths and take time to, like, breathe in and breathe out and stuff like that. It does the exact same thing. You don't have to go in through one and out through the other. People say to do that. It just takes a little bit more effort. It's supposed to be a bit more mindful, take you down a little bit slower. But honestly, you can just do it through breathing through your like nose or mouth. You don't have to do either. Another recruit. Is it? Yeah, if it's stress pain, it should help. It could be stress pain. Yeah, it could be also. I know often you've mentioned a lot of like stressful stuff, so there's a fair chance that might help. Jung. Who was the other one I was working on just then? I fucking don't know. They disappeared. Is there any other tips? If it's something like stress, if you're asking for help with stress, there's a few different things. Like, as we said, like the breathing thing. There's also just like, I don't know, just wandering around, like not fast or anything, but just like going for a like light walk or something like that. Just resting with your thoughts, if that helps. Sometimes that doesn't help. Sometimes it's the thoughts that's a problem. So then like reading a book or watching your favorite shows, stuff like that helps with that. It all depends on what you find helps with you. Jung, are you a daytime or nightimer? Like, surprisingly enough, like I know a lot of stuff to help with stress. I had to go through a lot of proper like methods of like dealing with stress a few years ago. Very high levels of stress, but I just don't remember them off the top of my head, unfortunately. So even though I know them, I can't think of them right now, unfortunately. Drink water, sounds silly, but it helps. Yeah, so there's that too. Like, I prefer to drink like really nice cold water. Some people find that really cold water is too much, so just room temperature is good too. Warm water. A warm drink of tea or something like that can help. It all does depend on what you find is relaxing as well. Like, for instance, if you find that having like a cup of tea or that drink that you were telling us about the other day that you can make, the custody one, like that might be something that's nice, you know. Oh, Tackles has joined. Yeah. Like, what works for one person might not work for another. There's a lot of things that overlap. But like I said, I just can't think of anything at the moment. Which sucks, because literally, like, I went through so many fucking learning processes for dealing with stress. Like, I literally have a fucking program that helps me deal with fucking stress. Stress and onboard stress. How's the drink? Yeah, you were talking to Shadow, I think about a week ago. You guys were talking about a recipe that you guys were both able to make. It was a local drink, dish, dessert type thing that you guys could make. And I couldn't make it because I can't use raw eggs here. So I can't remember what it was called. You guys had it in like the traditional name, so I can't remember. Yeah, that's it. I fucking told you. Like, there's so many fucking things that we talk about, and like I legit remember, and I always find it like a little bit amusing that like you tend to forget a lot of stuff. It's so funny. Like, it's not funny that you forget, but I find it a little bit amusing that I'm the one that remembers, because for most streamers and stuff, it's the other way around, where the individual remembers and the streamer just doesn't. Is it too much sugar for stress, though, in your opinion? Yeah, it depends, though. It depends. Like, I like sugary stuff when I'm stressed. So, like, it's not good for you, but I like it. So it also depends. Like, that would calm me down. If there's two things that Aprillics is good at, it's handling stress and eating prisoners. She's all out of stress. I'm not eating the prisoners. Also, welcome in, Mirthless. Thank you for the posture check. I was prawning a little bit. My back was actually a little bit sore from prawning. I must have been doing it for a while. Is it sugar is bad for stress? Well, yeah, too much sugar is not good for it. It's mostly, you just kind of like want your body to reach like a state of calm. But then again, if you find that like, you know, a little bit of chocolate or a lolly or something like that, like makes you happy, that can also bring down stress. So don't worry about it too much, or don't stress about it. Sorry, somebody fucking cheese slapped me. I deserve that. That's any stimulant and depressants not good for stress. Vote for water. I actually drink a lot of water, except for this fucking prime drink that I'm still drinking. It's so fucking salty. It's so salty. Night owl. Yeah, alright. There's one. A seeker. Okay. Okay, so you are a night owl. Okay, let's get you set up for night owl. Fuck off thing. Yeah, no, I deserve that cheese slap right then. That was one of the worst jokes I've made recently. I've made some fucking beauties. What's that? Lemon balm and Melissa tea. Sorry, I can't. Man, I don't know about this Melissa tea, but this sounds like something that Monkey would probably also eat, since the whole cannibal things. Yeah, all right. The other one was a normal day timer. I don't know how many people we've got left to take in, but God, I fucking hope we're near the end of the intake. Because once I've got everybody, then I can fucking actually just deconstruct stuff. I think he meant something else, but because it's come through, it's obviously auto-corrected. It's auto-corrected to Melissa T. And I just find that really funny. Was it when I get stressed, I go to Aprillics stream and cause trouble? You do cause trouble. You often cause trouble in a good way, though, so that's good. Also, for anybody that doesn't know, you can see Monkey's little cat peeking out behind my avatar at the moment. So he's fucking observing everything. He's keeping a watchful eye on the non-cannibalistic activities going on here that disgust him so bad. You don't have much in the way of skills, do you? What is it? Called Herb Melissa. Interesting. I just listed lemon balm or Melissa. Interesting. I haven't heard of it, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if Land's a daytimer or not, but I'll get to him. Just soak Melissa for 15, 20 minutes before drinking her. Look, this is getting weird, guys. This is getting fucking weird. You guys and your fucking cannibalistic recipes. Look, I'm sure there's somebody watching this later taking notes that shouldn't be. That should know better. But, like, fucking Blessed or somebody. Also, apparently we won't get to see Blessed around much because his hours have changed, so he won't be able to get here much. So there's no Chaos Senpai for a while, which kind of sucks. But, yeah. It's regular jobs at doing change-ups. You don't really have much in the way of extra times there. But it's interesting. My main thing is, what is it herbal? The Melissa tea? The herb? Is it herbal? Is it floral? Is it citrusy? Like, I want to know what this actual herb is like, because I've never heard of it. Like, in English-speaking, like, teas and stuff like that. Like, I haven't come across something like that. So it interests me. Okay, I think everybody's been allocated something, I think, so far. I said Stephanie's are a little tough to soak them overnight. Look, fucking get me on the topic of Sarah's. My fucking god, Sarah's. Sorry if anybody's actually called Sarah. Just here I am ripping on Sarah's worldwide. It's not actually like that. I don't know. I personally... Oh, man, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Like, you and you guys and your fucking cannibalistic conversations making me say weird things again. Somebody out there's into it, though. Somebody's fucking into it. Very borderline. Alright, how's Celia going? I beat her up and put her in hospital because she wouldn't fucking stop her withdrawals, but how's she going? She's about 50%. She'll get there. Alright, now that everybody's finally fucking delegated, I can fucking save. So English tea is nice. See, I don't mind English breakfast. I know it's really basic tea, but it's just... It reminds me, if I get English breakfast tea with some raw sugar and a little bit of milk, and I drink that at like 4 or 5 a.m., like just outside in the fucking crisp, cold morning air, it just reminds me of spending time with my grandparents on their farm. And it's just an absolutely wonderful feeling to have. So I will go out of my way to get that and drink that if I can. It's one of the few things that has like a sentimental value to it. The English tea is nice, but it's stimulating, so it doesn't really work for stress relief. Yeah, because it counts as what black tea. It's caffeinated, I think. It looks similar to mint. Interesting. Alright, how are we going? We've got you two, Tadashi, or three, sorry. Oddstone and Tadashi. Nobody else is in this prison. So, okay, we're down to the last three fucking people. How are you guys going? 2, 1.5. You're ready to go. You're ready to recruit. Why is nobody attending to you? Oh, that's right. You need a leg. Wait, right leg. Alright, let's get you a leg, yeah? I don't want you to have a peg leg. We got full fucking prosthetic legs. Yeah, get you a prosthetic leg. Get you a proper leg. Alright. Is that through pics of Melissa Herb and Foods letter? Yeah, please do. I want to see it. That'd be pretty cool. Alright. Now, I actually have to take the time to find out who requires surgery. I think we're up to here somewhere. Green tea or mint? I don't mind green tea. Apparently that is also caffeinated as well. But I don't mind it. Supposedly like chamomile teas and stuff like that is supposed to be good for calming down. Do you do honey too? I don't. I actually don't. Well, apart from like when I used to eat Weet-Bix, I don't like honey on much. I don't mind honey on toast, rarely, but it's not a preference. For some reason, get this guys, it's too sweet. That's right, there is something out there that exists that is actually too sweet by my standards, and it's honey. Although I will force myself to eat it during spring, local honey, so that I can build up what do you call it? You can build up a hay fever resistance to your local pollen and like plants and stuff like that by eating locally sourced honey. It's got to be within your region, or otherwise you're wasting your time. But basically what it is the bees basically go and collect pollen and stuff in your local area for trees and stuff like that, right? And then what they do is obviously make honey with it. So it's basically built up of antibodies straight out of your like local area. So yeah, it's pretty good. It does help me a lot in spring because for some reason as an adult, I developed fucking hay fever in like my late 20s out of fucking nowhere. And I literally had to see a doctor just to get told that, oh, that's hay fever. I'm like, what? But yeah, if I don't take the time to find some fucking local honey and stuff, I just absolutely can't do anything in spring. Not something I had a problem with growing up for some reason. I don't know why. Just something that's changed as I got older. That's it. 20 gallons of honey. What can I do with that? You could make mead. That, like, if you're interested in that, you can make mead, I guess, if you got that much fucking honey. Either that, or you can try to sell it. But again, trying to fucking sell local honey depends on, like, what your fucking rules in your area are. Like, we're in our, like, Australia, we're allowed to sell local honey. Literally just, like, you can have, like, a stand on the side of the road. You can literally be selling it out of the boot of your car in a grocery store. Like, people just don't care. They'll buy it. Better be fucking honey, though. Otherwise, you've got one fucking angry Australian. So I like honey too, but I'm very specific about the taste. It needs to have a particular type of honey to taste right. Very dark ones are good. See, I'm the actual opposite. I like the really light coloured ones. But the only problem with that is that if it's sold in stores, a lot of the times what the retail people like to do is they like to sell fake, what do you call it? Like fake fucking honey, which is basically just buffed up with a lot of sugar. And it's not good, which is really fucking unfortunate. What's that? Monkey Lord do mead. Does that do new recipes for it? I only use it for extra. I'm gonna try mead first batch. What's that? Was chef? Holy shit, Monkey! What the fuck did you put with it? Like, I know that it can get, like, really fucking strong, but holy shit. I was thinking filling water balloons with honey. That shouldn't be as funny as it is. I just had the mental image of just getting water balloons filled with honey and throwing them at kids passing by. I'm sorry, that's the first thing that came to my mind. There's so many like little shits around here that are like actually little shits. Especially the cunts that threw fucking metal toys and shit at my dog when she used to be alive. I would love to fucking get them back. But you know what? It's always going to be harmless fun. Not saying that I'm going to go out there and maim a kid with fucking honey, but I mean, the kid could be allergic too. That's something. What's it? It's evil. Did you like it? Honey and water, blueberries and yeast. Honey, water, blueberries and yeast. Asoras Veil. Who was up to? Sam. What happened to you? What were you getting worked on? Was it your eye? Man, how the fuck did you get fucked up that bad? Honey, water, blueberries, and yeast. I kind of feel like blueberries are a tough one because they can sometimes, unless you've got them pushed down, they can sometimes rot as well. So it could go really bad. Recruit. I messed up the transferring between primary and secondary fermentation, aerated the mead. Yeah, I didn't think you had to... I think you do have to add like a certain amount of yeast and stuff like that to it. But then it's got to like burn that off and then you've got to change it over to let it like settle and shit. I don't know, I've been watching videos. Alright, what's going on with Odd? Did we just recruit this guy? I think that's what happened. I gotta check on Cellar at some point too. I don't remember, Monkey, that mead is not really the concentrate you get after processed mead is 3 parts water, 1 part mead. Now that's getting into fucking complicated bits and pieces of it. Still pretty cool that you guys have like done that. I just like watching videos of people do it. I like seeing like the combinations. Like I think one of the cherry meads would be pretty cool to try. I think that would be alright. Mead is an alcoholic beverage made from honey, usually mixed with like berries and other stuff so that it can ferment into an alcohol that's primarily based from honey. So that's mostly what it is. Yeah, you can make alcohol. You can really fuck up like storing potatoes as well and also get alcohol as well. So there's that. There's also, you can get it from rice, stuff like that. Yeah, there's a whole heap of stuff that you can make it from. I don't know all of it. I don't look into too much of it. It's just mild interest sort of stuff. I also think it was 2.5 gallons honey, 1.5 gallons of primary, and 1 gallon back to sweeten. It was a year ago, so don't exactly recall. See, I just don't remember the part of adding the water to it, but I'm guessing that does happen. I just don't remember it. Is it honey with moisture content over 18% will ferment? Yeah, but you can also make mead from fermented honey if you do it right. There are videos on that as well, so that's interesting. I think you don't have to use yeast with those ones to get it started. Who is destroying what and where? Oh, Chalky. Chalky, the fuck you doing, mate? This has been the most peaceful game I've played in literally years. Like, we've only had the people to deal with and the prisoners at least once. Can you get drunk? Well, yeah. Yeah, you can get drunk. And fermented honey can also make bees drunk. It's what happens. So basically with bees kind of like combine nectar. So bees kind of connect some fucking nectar and whatever and store it and whatever, but it's got to dry out a certain percentage before they seal it in honeycombs. If they don't dry it out properly and it ends up sealing away, or sorry, not sealing away properly, wet, right? What happens is it ferments because it basically kind of like goes off. If the bees drink it, they will get drunk. You'll get drunk bees. If people eat it, they can obviously probably get drunk, but also get sick. So it's not really, you're not really supposed to eat it. Look at my meat. Yeah, pretty much. It's horse meat, you see. That's what it actually was. Yeah, I actually like watching a lot of videos on beekeepers. I don't know why. It's just a weird passive interest that I have about it. Like, I have no intent to ever take up beekeeping. Ever. But my god, is it fucking entertaining for me to like sit down and watch. Like, you get like this random person who's got themselves a hive, and then they've divided it into multiple hives, and they talk about how they got their queen and how they keep her and all this sort of stuff. And then they talk about, like, they show you how they have like the dividers, all kinds of things. Like, it's very cool. And I don't get much out of, like, with the what is it, when they take the honeycomb out to get the honey out of the comb, right? I don't get much out of like the sound effect of it. Obviously, a lot of them do, like, they go fucking way extra and try to make like it as loud as fucking possible for people to get involved with. But I do enjoy like where they either pour out the honey, or when they make stuff from the wax, like when they render wax. Oh my god, is that it's so fucking interesting to me. I don't know why, but I love seeing what people do with like the wax and stuff. It's just something I just fucking enjoy watching.